right, Ron Banerjee. Well,
Canadian Hindu what?
Canadian Hindu Advocacy.
Canadian Hindu Advocacy.
Yes!
There you go. Well, he did a good pronunciation in Hindi, a decent pronunciation, so we'll forgive you for that. Namaste, there you go. Namaste, my friends, and we're here today, and we all know the reasons. We all know why we're here, and we all know that there are three main reasons why Islamic prayers in school should be opposed. Let me go over them again quickly. Number one, religious prayers of any religion in a publicly funded secular school system is completely unacceptable. It's something that is forbidden, and yet radical Muslims have managed to push their way in. Number two, gender apartheid. Okay? You have men and women separated, women at the back, and then you have menstruating women taken right at the very back, separated even further. Now listen, I saw some of the news broadcasts. I saw the Islamic Society of Toronto, some of the people, some of the imams or some of the leaders there talking about how they sent their imams into that school, into the mosqueteria, and how they think it's just wonderful. And let me tell you one thing, I'm going to make one comment about that. The very thought of those, I don't know, 55, 60, 65-year-old bearded men going up to these young 12, 13-year-old women and asking them whether or not they happen to be menstruating so that they can separate perverted, sick, that is just about the most un-Canadian thing that I can think of. I can't think of anything in Canada that could be more un-Canadian and more contrary to our values. Okay? A lot of people, a few of the people anyway, that oppose us on this issue, they seem to be engaging in their usual tricks, and that would be character assassination, questioning the credibility or the identity of the organizations that are opposing Islamic prayers in schools.
Yes.
Okay? So, in answer to that, just look around you. Just look around you here. What we have is a multi-faith coalition of some of the largest and most prominent organizations in Canada. Look at who our supporters are. Look at who has come here to speak. We have Raheel Raza. We have a moderate Muslim. We've received support from the Friends of Women in the Middle East, a moderate Muslim women's group out of the Middle East. Right here in this rally, we have here the Evangelical Asian Church. We've got the Christian Congress, the Canadian Egyptian Congress. We've got the Islamic Christian Voice. This is a rainbow coalition of people of all backgrounds, of all faiths, of all races, joining together to fight something that is un-Canadian and unacceptable in the extreme. There is nothing more multicultural. There is nothing more multi-faith. There is nothing on this planet that is more tolerant, more decent than this coalition and this rally and this movement that we have formed, this great movement that we have formed in this country. And since some of our opponents have decided to question the credibility and to throw stones at the organizations that are involved in this, they've opened up a can of worms. Because who are our opponents? Who are some of the organizations that oppose us on this issue? Well, I think they're going to regret this because we're going to call them out by name.
Yes.
CARECAN, Muslim Association of Canada, the Canadian Islamic Congress, with Dr. Mohammed El-Masri, who believes that every single Israeli over the age of 17 ought to be slaughtered. This includes, I presume, an 80-year-old Israeli Jewish grandmother in a wheelchair as well. I guess according to the Canadian Islamic Congress, they ought to be slaughtered as well. So, chutzpah, I believe that is the Jewish term, isn't it? What kind of nerve, what kind of chutzpah do these Islamists, and as Stalin, Joseph Stalin stated, some of their useful idiot allies in the press, what kind of chutzpah, what kind of nerve do these people have to question the credibility of the organization that are fighting this noble fight? These people ought to look into the mirror and see what a motley crew of Islamist fundamentalists and bigots that they themselves are. You know, the quality of this debate can be judged not only on the basis of the sheer morality, the sheer moral force of what we're doing, but also simply by looking at the two teams involved. Who's on our side and who's on their side. That alone will tell you everything that you need to know about this entire issue. And let me close with our slogan, with our final slogan that we are going to hear and we're going to repeat repeatedly. No Islam in our schools. 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 Never,